Is there one more that you want to highlight that's like you find very often?
Yeah, especially with the great resignation of the last year and 60% of developers wanting to find new career paths. The other one that I would want to highlight is pretty low on the list, which is improper assets management. This is all about API version control. And so if you have a developer or a set of developers on the API provider's team that are managing a certain version and they're no longer there to support that version, and maybe the other developers move on with the API, you'll find that a version 1 of the API is exposed when they're now on version 3. Between those versions, things like BOLA and maybe authentication requirements or maybe rate limiting was applied to the API in different way. So maybe those things have been fixed in the other versions, but sure enough, a developer or a group of developers left and they supported V1 of the API. And now that is exposed with all of those vulnerabilities because it's improperly managed.
Did you say 60% of developers are thinking of leaving? And that causes massive problems.
The report I had read was 60% were considering new career paths. So I don't know how many followed through, but if you're relying on individual developers or on tribal knowledge of a certain aspect of your API and they go on to a new career, then you're left with an API that may not be supported. I think of it similar to an unsupported software vulnerability. And so if a portion of your network was old legacy systems that needed to be updated, but you had a certain person that was responsible for that, now they're gone. Now all of those systems are left vulnerable, unupdated, unpatched for however many years until that's caught.